Good morning, everyone. This is Karl F. Rose recording live from Bedford, Pennsylvania on Sunday, March 16th, 2014. And before I get into today's reading, I want to share with this. This is one of my creations from my store. I have two stores on Cafe Press now. I'll put the links below. This here is a thermal, it's a ceramic thermal drinking. This would be great in cold mornings, put some coffee in it, or even on hot afternoons, some cool drinks on it. And that picture on the front is a family pet that's no longer with us. And it's a photo I took, and I put all my photos on this kind of stuff. Again, I'm going to put the links in the description to both of my stores on that site. I also have stores on Zazzle.com, Spreadshirt.com, and I have an online art gallery at Fine Art America. Anyway, I'll discuss those on a later video, but for now I'll just put the Cafe Press links on there. Anyway, now let me get into this. These are some verses that I was led to read on July 20th, 2013. And let me just get right off the bat here. First of all, Genesis 3, chapter 3, verse 3. And the footnote under Genesis chapter 3 says, the temptation of Eve. Then in parentheses 1, the implied doubt of the benevolence of God. And then verse 3, there's another footnote above verses 2 and 3. It says the temptation of Eve, and then 2 in parentheses, adding to the word of God. And then verse 3 goes, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God hath said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. And I think most of us all know how the rest of that story goes. So let me go on to the next one. Let's see, go into Psalms. Okay, Psalm 72:17. Okay, and then Psalm 72, footnote right under that chapter, is a psalm for Solomon. And now let's go to verse 17. His name shall endure forever. His name shall be continued as long as the sun, and men shall be blessed in him. All nations shall call him blessed. Okay, let me go to the next one. Let me go to Luke. Okay, Luke chapter 9, verse 24. And the footnote under chapter 9 says, the 12 sent forth to preach. And let me go to verse 24. I hear my kitty meowing in the back. Okay, 24. And this is all highlighted in red, so this is what Jesus is saying. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it. But whosoever will lose his life for my sake, the same shall save it. Well, that's pretty obvious. I don't think I need to explain that. Now let's go to John. Okay. John chapter 3, verse 17, and the footnote under John chapter 3 is Jesus and Nicodemus, the new birth. And let me see what verse 17 says. Again, this is highlighted in red, so this is what Jesus is saying. For God sent not his Son into the world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved. Again, I don't think I need to explain that any further. We're continuing with John here. Let's go to John 16, verse 27. Okay, the footnote under John, under chapter 16 is the disciples warned of persecutions. Okay, let's go to verse 27. And again, this is all highlighted in red, and this is what Jesus is saying. For the Father himself loveth you, because ye have loved me, and have believed that I came out from God. Self-explanatory again. Okay, let's see, go to John 18, verse 37. Okay, and the footnote under John 18, chapter 18 says, Jesus arrives at Gethsemane. My pronunciation's pretty bad, but that's what it says. Anyway, okay, let's go to verse 37. Okay, and there's a little section here. And the footnote on that, it says, Jesus brought before Pilate. And then part of this is written in red, and again, this is Jesus speaking. And verse 37 goes, Pilate therefore said unto him, Art thou a king then? Jesus answered, and this is in red, this is his reply, Thou sayest that I am a king, to this end was I born, and for this cause came I into the world, that I should bear witness unto the truth. Every one that is of the truth heareth my voice. Now that's pretty self-explanatory again. Okay, and lastly, let's finish with 1 John. Okay, 1 John chapter 2 verse 11, and again the footnote under 1 John chapter 2 is fellowship maintained by Christ's advocacy. I think I've read this one before, or this section anyway. Now verse 11, and there's a footnote above this section. The test of fellowship, obedience, and love. Okay, so now let's see what verse 11 says. But he that hateth his brother is in darkness, and walketh in darkness, and knoweth not whither he goeth, because that darkness hath blinded his eyes. Well, again, that's pretty self-explanatory. Anyway, well, that's all for today. God bless you all. God bless the country you happen to be in. God bless America. And be sure to hug your loved ones, including your pets. Talk to you tomorrow. Goodbye.